We have 600,000 customers who are using VMware products, but we also have these customers that are also using AWS, and it's been this binary choice for customers for far too long. And so now this is really bringing in the ability to bring in VMware without having to refactor, bring your own scripts, without having to rewrite those, re-educate your IT department. But as well, if you want to go any deeper, you can go into the AWS services. How can I start leveraging my VMs with things like S3 or EC2 or RDS? Can I move my databases out of VMware and into RDS? Or can I move EC2 instances from AWS into VMware and leverage the benefits that VMware provides as well? So it's a benefit of both ways, and it's a way that our customers can actually look at this and go, can I move away from the traditional thinking of how I do my IT and leverage services from both companies? And so, for example, if we wanted to run our databases in VMware, but then run our front end on EC2 and leverage AWS's Elastic Load Balancer and auto-scaling, that's something that's a complete possibility for you now. So you look at this as well from a high availability standpoint, where you had additional resources for if a host failed. Nowadays, you can go, and if we sense that a host is potentially bad or failing, we'll grab another host from AWS's cloud, bring it in, configure it, and sync the data, and rip out the bad one, and the customer doesn't even have to know. It doesn't affect the customer. So we're already seeing integrations that we're doing with AWS that benefits the customer. I think one of the biggest things that we found was that there were so many different use cases that we hadn't even thought of yet as far as how people would be consuming these resources. Customers can leverage S3 from within their cloud SDDC. The way that it's set up and architected, your traffic doesn't go through externally through the web, because your Amazon services are running in the same data centers as your cloud SDDC. So all of a sudden, you don't have egress charges for leveraging S3. Now, all of a sudden, that opens up more opportunities for our customers to use S3 for more things. All of a sudden, they're only paying for the data that they're using and not egress. So all of a sudden, our customers are saying, can I use this for more than backups? Can I use this for another tier of storage? There's all of a sudden, people are the light goes on in their head and goes, how else can I leverage this than I've been doing in the past? The biggest thing that people need to do is prep their on-prem environments. So if you're running an older version, if you're on vSphere 5.5, if you're on an old version of 6.0, get up to the latest version so you can take advantage of this, right? So we'll have the ability to do long-distance vMotions up to the cloud. You'll have the ability to do what's called hybrid linked mode that allows you to see both your on-prem data center and your cloud SDDC from the same H5 client, right? All these different things are fantastic, but you need to actually prep your environments for how you're going to onboard on VMware Cloud on AWS. So leveraging things such as Content Library and vCenter will allow you to replicate your ISOs, and your scripts, and other objects up to your cloud very quickly. So there's a number of different things you can do to start prepping and determine how do you want to leverage this partnership with VMware and AWS.